today's discussion, I would like to take the example of India's pharmaceutical industry as the lens through which we explored this theme. India, once the global epicenter of polio, reported over 2 lakh cases in the 1980s, but through relentless collaboration of Indian pharmaceutical manufacturers, health workers and World Health Organization, the last polio case was reported in 2011. Today, India stands polio-free, thanks to indigenous vaccine production by Bharat Biotech and Panacea Biotech. India's pharmaceutical industry has gained international recognition as the pharmacy of the world, particularly for its imperative role in supplying vaccines, essential medicines and medical supplies during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond through Vaccine Maitri and the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, the world is one family. India's healthcare system is an evolving paradigm, a visionary transformation not just as a sector of services but as a pillar of development and diplomacy. Our country witnessed a 13-fold increase in biotech. The man who saved millions, Dr. Yusuf Hamid, who defied the global pharma lobby by selling life-saving HIV drugs for less than $1 a day compared to the international prices of $12,000 per year. He is known as the major driving force in making high-quality HIV/AIDS antiretroviral medicines cheap enough that the poor in developing countries, especially Africa, can access them. He's an outstanding buccaneer who saved millions and India became the beacon of humanitarian pharmaceutical ethics. So India's ancient wisdom met modern science when the World Health Organization chose our country to host its first ever global center for traditional medicines in Jamnagar, Gujarat. This is not just a tribute but a testament. The orphan drug movement. Global and Indian startups are investing for rare diseases, conditions that earlier never got funding because they affected too few, and these too few are seen, studied, saved and found in the formula. I would like to conclude by saying that when science serves with soul, healing becomes not just a profession, it becomes a prayer. If one counterfeit pill can destroy a life, one ethical act can rebuild a generation's faith. Yes, there are challenges, but also change makers. Our pledge is clear: to make affordability our aim, transparency our tool, empathy our engine. The time has come to cure the system that cures us and to reiterate that honesty is our best antibiotic and compassion our most potent drug. The tiny strip can carry greed or grace. The choice is ours. The choice and the change is ours. And thank you. I conclude.